Happy Thursday, party ponies. Okay, here we are. I've changed my clothes about 4 times today. Keep trying to talk myself out of doing things, but I can't relax. So I put my hoop earrings back on and jeans, the button, and here we are. All right, so first things first. I have gotten 2 messages today, actually 2 text messages today about the scale, which is perfect timing because I want to talk about the scale. So if you've been here with me from the beginning, you know once upon a time I actually took my scale and I locked it in the trunk of my car. I said all kinds of bad words and I was so passionately anti-scale. Through the years, my position on the scale has changed because I think it is a tool and it is data, okay? That being said, some of us in different seasons have really a complicated relationship with the scale, and if that is you, if it is stealing your thunder, if it is robbing you of your peace, if it is something you're consumed with and kind of obsessed with, then I want you to pull 2012 Sarah. Don't shave your head, okay? We're not going Britney here yet, but I want you to put it somewhere. Just get it out of sight. Stop looking at it. Stop weighing on it. Stop allowing it to steal your thunder, okay? So, tip number one that I shared with one of you via text was if the scale is the number isn't moving and you understand there's other things happening, right? Like you're doing the best you can, but you have thyroid issues at play or something else hormonal, do yourself a favor and stop hitting your head against the wall, okay? I want you instead to think of what are the other reasons you work out? What are all the gazillion other reasons that you're showing up to this journey? Is it you want to feel strong? Is it you want to sleep better? Is it you want more energy? Is it, like me, something to control, or it helps you manage your anxiety? It makes you feel good. It makes you feel proud. It makes you feel like you're moving forward. I'm challenging you, if you are in this like love-hate war with the scale, to instead of focusing on what the number is, what are the other reasons you're working out? What are the other non-scale victories that you can highlight? And then write them down or screenshot them or something and put it somewhere where you'll see it every single day when that sneaky mean girl voice creeps into your head and it tries to talk trash about what the scale says, okay? Text number 2 was about how the scale, it changes every day because it does. Based on what you're eating, based on your hormones, based on your bowel movements, based on how hydrated you are, the scale number is going to change every day, which means some days you're going to be lower, some days you're going to be higher. Again, it's just data. And so if you can get that into your heart, because I know for a lot of us, you look at that number and it automatically dictates whether or not you're having success. And if that's where you're at, and truth be told, that's where I am at times. Like I get on the scale in the morning. Now I weigh almost every day just out of curiosity to see what did I eat yesterday, because I've been at this journey for a while and I found that things that are healthy like cauliflower tend to make me heavier. They tend to bloat me. And so if I'm really honest with you, I'd like to tell you I'm just using it as a data tool, right? And it's just kind of interesting, but I'm not gonna lie. When the scale goes down, I feel good. And when the scale goes up, I get a little but. Okay, those are my 2 tips. Number 1, if it's not serving you, then just stop going to it. If it's getting in your head and it's keeping you from feeling proud about your journey, from just showing up and taking the action, then you need to remove it, okay? If you follow our 2 nutrition programs, 2B Mindset, she has you weigh every single day and she has you record it. You record lots of things. And for some of you, that'll be a great motivator. For others of you, it's just gonna get in your head and mess with you. So if it's messing with you, I want you to know that every single human, the scale fluctuates every day, okay? And it's just data. It's just another tool in your tool chest. If it's not serving you and motivating you, or if the motivation is negative, then you need to put that away for a while, okay? Okay. So the scale, just a tool, right? It's okay if that tool is in your head and freaking you out. I don't want you to feel bad around it. I just want you to eliminate it. Kind of like when we can't stop eating all the potato chips and ice cream, you just stop buying it. Okay? Okay. Secondly, I found all my pelvic floor resource tips yesterday. I'm so glad. I was going to have to reach out to my pelvic floor physical therapist and be like, hey, can you send those to me? But I found them. So a couple of you are like, just share them. No, I'm not just going to share them. Number 1, I worked with a pelvic floor physical therapist that took my specific diastasis recti into consideration, and she made me a plan, okay? So if you are struggling with pelvic floor stuff, if you're struggling with not being able to hold in lady stuff, you know what I mean, like tampons or cups or whatever, if you are struggling with peeing when you jump, when you run, when you sneeze, when you fall, these things are a really good nudge for you to go see a pelvic floor physical therapist. I did not even know it was a thing. I went to my OBGYN and I was like, I needed to, help me. What do I do with this? And I was actually mostly interested in healing my ab separation, which is how I wound up with a pelvic floor physical therapist. Who even knew? And some of you are going to come at me and be like, well, we don't have one where I live. Well, I live in the middle of nowhere and I drive 2 hours to one. So there's that, okay? There's accounts you can follow on Instagram that are super helpful. But if you have insurance, utilize your insurance and look for one, okay? Even if you have to travel a little bit and you just go once or twice, I think it is so worth it. Secondly, I am gonna put together a challenge, and we're gonna do one exercise a day, like 5 days a week. We'll probably start at Monday. I have to organize my brain, and I have a lot happening. I have a lot of tabs open. But we're going to start doing one a day, and we're going to building block them. But again, I'm not giving you medical advice. I haven't seen your situation, so I'm just sharing what she shared with me. I'm not going to give you all the 411 because that was specific to me and my body and the 3 humans I've had and the weight loss and all of that, okay? But I am going to share these things, and we're going to building block them, and we're going to stair step them, because that's what we do, right? It's all about getting momentum one thing at a time, one action at a time. So we'll probably start that next Monday. Okay, cool beans. So if you're excited about that, if you need that, I'm really encouraging you to get your own, have your own consultation. There's a couple different accounts on Instagram that I learned a ton from, one of which is called Empower Your Pelvis. She's the only one I can think of off of the top of my head. But if you if you're on Instagram, go follow her. She has lots of great tips and stuff. And like I said, starting Monday, I'm going to put it on my calendar. Starting Monday, we will start our own challenge in here, and you can save those to your phone, and then you can create your own little action plan, okay? Okay, third and final thing, I said we were going to do a personal development book club in here, and here we are. We're like the second week of freaking March, and I haven't told you about it. So here we are. I'm still reading last month's book, but this is the book that I am choosing. This is the book that I need. So this is what I'm going to read, and I'm going to recommend that you read it as well or listen to it. It's called The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph. And I've heard this book referenced in 4 different podcasts over the last month or so, even older ones. And I'm like, okay, that's what we call a clue, my friends. So this is what I'm going to read next. I am still reading the 5 a.m. Club. It's taking me 500 years to get through it, but I'm determined to complete that book this month. And then I'm going to read this. So if you want to read this with me, cool. We'll probably do a poll for April's book. I'm thinking we're going to do a hormone book. So if you have thoughts, questions, suggestions, cool, let me know. Okay, so I hope you show up today. I hope that you make this journey your bitch, because we all have obstacles. We all have legitimate things that get in our way, but you're the driver of your bus. And so if what you're telling yourself isn't serving you, if the story that you are consuming, believing, living doesn't make you feel proud, then we need to rewrite it. And guess what? You're the author of your story. How freaking rad is that? That's so rad. So I'm going to dig into my inbox. I am telling you that I am, for the next 30-something days, Marshall's gone, and that means I have all the pots on the stove. I am all the things, and I'm dealing with all the emotions of the children, including mine. So just be gentle with me, okay? Be patient if I don't get right back to you. These deployments suck, and there's just a lot with it. But, he left today, and I was like, I'm just gonna have a relaxation day. And I took off my clothes, I put on my pajamas, I took a bath, and then I was in the bath and I started scrubbing all the things, and I was like, I should clean this. And then I got out of the bath and I was like, no, you're not going to. So I went and sat on the couch and I tried to read my book and turn my brain off, and I couldn't. So I put my pants on, my jeans, like I just said, and my hoops, and now I'm here, right? So, right? This is where we're at. And I know I'm not alone. I know a couple of you actually in here, your husbands are deployed on this rotation. So anyways, we've got this. We can do hard things. The obstacle is the way. And I'm super delighted that I get to be on this journey with you. So I'm asking you to give yourself some grace. And if that scale is messing with your brain, then just kick it to the curb. Just, break up with it for a hot minute, put it in the trunk of your car, put it in, I don't know, a gun safe. I've done that before. It's okay. It's okay. It's just data. And data is such a great tool until it starts to kind of get in your way and keep you handcuffed. And if you are using data in that way, then it's no longer serving you and it will not motivate you to show up to your journey. So what are the things you love about showing up? How does it make you feel? How are you proud? This is why we collect our wins, my friends. This is why it's so freaking important to have that gratitude practice, to be collecting your wins and to be intentionally refocusing your focus. Yeah, sure. Refocusing your focus on all the ways that you are taking action and all the ways you are getting momentum and all the ways that you do have control over your journey and your situation. Okay? Okay. So, unicorn juice. I'm clinking cups with you. I'm behind on my water. This is my tip. Sometimes if I'm just really behind, I'll have some more unicorn juice. It helps it go down. Okay. That's all. Obstacle is the way is the book of the month. Pelvic floor challenge begins Monday. Break up with that scale if it's not serving you.